1 second. Let me just continue to set this thing up. For some reason, it goes to private. I don't know why. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, I'm muting you. All right, let's do this. This exercising business. I took a pole class yesterday that was a very sort of beginning level, but super hard, like really do it right type pole class, like very technical, which is great. Taught by a woman who is a yoga and bar teacher, so has had a lifetime experience of teaching. And it makes a real difference when people know their shit. It's so much better for me when I'm like, oh, this is a teacher who knows how to teach, who spent their life teaching. Arms up over your head, reach it out and up, and a little bit of shifting from side to side. Having said that, sometimes teachers who are new have information that's new. So it's not always that they have to be teachers who are seasoned, but often in movement, the more somebody knows, the more it's like you can relax into their teaching. Let's take a deep breath, reach up. Let your hands go and just feel the space around you as your arms come down. Inhale, open, stretch it out and up. And then exhale, really reaching out. So radiating away from center, opening up into the space. Inhale, open. And exhale, moving through the space. As we move through the space itself does not change. Space is just the space. We're radiating out into the space, taking up space. We have the right to take up space because we are here on the planet. It is our birthright to take up exactly the amount of space that we're taking up. You could take up more, it's still allowed. So shake it out for a second, shake and bounce. People sometimes think, am I not supposed to be here or do I not fit in? It's like, well, if you're there, not only do you fit in, but you're supposed to be there. Turning from side to side, looking behind you. Sometimes that's the wrong time in the wrong place. Just kidding. Fling out your arms. If it's too much to twist, don't twist. If it's too much to twist, do a little side step without the twist. Good. And we're going to come in and we're going to wave our bodies. So starting from the floor up, bending your knees, rippling up to your head. Doesn't have to be the biggest wave, just sending a ripple up through your body and feeling that movement move through your body. So bringing your awareness into sensation, bringing your awareness into your body as you're moving. Try not to lock into your mind like, oh, this part of my body feels like this. I feel like sometimes we get into a habitual nervous system pattern of thinking that we know what our body feels like, and then it puts in this system. So be prepared, be prepared for that to change. Let's go head to feet. So head, chest, torso, down through your legs, rippling through head first. Okay, I feel like sometimes people like the pattern of our being and sensing what's going on in our bodies doesn't adapt to what's actually really going on in our bodies. So try not to lock into this is how it is in my body, but give it the possibility of changing. And then we're going to go side side. So head, wahoo, wahoo. I feel like this is our Cindy Lou Who moment. We can all clasp hands with our friends, sing around the fire. Ah, there's kind of like a 1, 2, 3 waltzing feeling. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let that kind of waltzy 1, 2, 3 rhythm come into your body. Let's add the arms. So circling one side and then the other. Letting your head go off vertical. Good. And then coming in and just turning your head from one side to the other. giving your nervous system the information that you are safe, that there is no saber-toothed tiger. I don't know why it's always a saber-toothed tiger that is the danger, but I have one small one right here. Not quite a saber-toothed tiger, but maybe a descendant of the saber-toothed tiger, but she is not about to pounce on me, so we're in good shape. And you want to take that in, see let the environment come into your eyes. And with that turning of the head, this is how we pan the horizon, we look around for friend or foe, and we go, "Oh, I'm safe. I'm here. I can be okay. I'm safe." Which is a big thing for down regulating, especially in this world where we have so many bells and whistles going off, pinging our nervous system. Look at this light, sunlight in my face. Let's take it down to sit in a cross-legged position on the floor. And just start with easy circles, circling around, feeling like the bowl of your pelvis tipping. So if the bowl of your pelvis didn't have a torso on top of it and was filled with paint, you'd be sloshing the paint all around you in a circle. The metaphors we think up teaching movement. And you want to think that also that paint is evenly sort of coating the inside of your pelvis and hydrating the hip sockets more on the outside. Change direction, go the other way. What else is happening? Our rib cage, lungs, and heart are moving around, but mostly this is from the lower, from my pelvis up through my body. So, and I'm shifting around on my sit bones. And then coming in, let's take it forward and just soften. Breathe a couple of big, deep breaths down into your belly. So the breath is just breathing deep into your lungs, which are allowing the diaphragm to descend, pushing your organs. Squishing the organs around. Nice internal massage. Relax your neck and head. You can micro move there or macro move. A little bit of internal wiggling, more internal space, and then come up, open it out. Maybe this class should just be called Movement and Laura's Opinions, which are subject to change. I can even debate myself within my conversation. Let's take it to the side and circle around all the way and open up on top, change direction. Feeling each circle around as its own circle and just feeling into your body to see what's different this time. Am I going slower? Does one part of my body feel different as I go through this? So it's easy to start moving and put your body on autopilot or "Oh, I'm just doing my things." But if we stay really connected to what we're feeling inside there, it can be much more of a diverse practice. Let's change it. Let's just do a quick twist in each direction, a couple times. Imagining as you're twisting, as we're doing all this movement with our spines, that our discs are just fluffing up a bit. Cushy, marshmallowy discs, readjusting their form, right? If our discs were locked and hard into place, we couldn't move at all in our spine. So like our discs are allowing that movement, and they can also adjust. So it's like if you had a bulging disc over here and you move in certain ways, it's going to reabsorb some of that bulge, right? Movement is the best thing that we can do. Let's change legs so your non-dominant leg comes in front and start with the circles. These can be smaller and more gentle if that feels good, or bigger if that feels good. Listen into your own body. Change direction. Feeling into your gut body with some equanimity. So you're not, I feel like a lot of times we're like, oh, it should be smaller, this should be bigger, this should be this should, there's all this like imposition of our mind on the shape and form of our body. See if you can let go of that. Just be in participation with what's going on in your body, feeling into it. And let's take it forward and down. Head away from the tail, long spine. You can shift your pelvis around a little bit, wiggle through your spine, letting go. Maybe a little bit of sideness or snaking up from your tail to your head. Breathing into that. And then coming up, open it out, and let's go side, just side to start. Feeling that C curve from your sit bones through your fingertips. And then you're going to circle it the whole way around. Take as long as you want. You don't need to go in my same rhythm. I'm slowing it down and just being more aware of what I'm doing as I move through it or what I'm feeling. And let's take a couple quick twists, seeing what's around. I keep checking out the saber-toothed tiger on the chair over there, making sure she's still asleep, right? I'm still, this is a panning the horizon move. I'm looking around. And then coming onto your back on the floor. Just giving a second to let your bone weight drop into the gravitational pull of the earth, melting into that, and letting your muscles and fascia and tissue just soften around the bone. I'm just holding my knees so that I get a little bit more weight into my, like that strip across my lower back where my rotators are, and where, because I was stomping around yesterday and doing pole and doing a ton of other things, I'm a little tight. So circles with your knees. So this class that we're doing right now is really, or the things that we've been doing so far, this a lot of the stuff that I do to like release my lower back or to take tension out of my lower back, just rehydrate that tissue, the fascia in the back, get the joints all happy, change direction. Head can be on the floor or you can pick it up off the floor. Try both. Don't, sometimes people think, oh, I want to do the hardest one or I want to do the most intense one. Feel into what each thing does so that you can feel how different it is to be on the floor or not. When I leave my head on the floor, I get more movement in my spine. When my head comes up, it's more that this stays in a curled position. But when my head drops down, there's more of a capacity for a little bit of an arch and then a curl. Just shake it out, let it go. Shake, 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 shake out your legs, shake out your arms. Free up the flow in your body. And let's open our feet wider and we're going to internally rotate one leg at a time, spiraling in. This exercise, this internal spiral, I feel like is one of the, again, like a back saver. So for me, if my hips and lower back are feeling tight, getting this internal rotation in all that tissue around my leg up into my body is really helpful, up into my torso. And also massaging across the part of your back that you're rolling across. So for me, often what I need when I have tightness in my lower back, when I'm feeling that, I need to roll a lot. I need to do a lot of internal and external rotation. I need that tissue to be differentiating in as many different sort of planes and movements, and then also have the massage of the floor so it's getting this mash out. So we're going to come all the way in and just roll like a bug from side to side as bugs roll. So I found something a little bit gross on my floor this morning. And I have a feeling that it was from Squeaky Deaky. It was like a little wet, chewed up thing, which I think was a wasp. I think he found a dead wasp and ate it and then realized that it did not feel good and spat it out on my floor. So I don't know. It's possible that that's what that thing was. These are the things that everyone needs to think about in the morning. What did your cat eat in the night? Let's come in and lower the feet to the floor, warming up our backs a little bit more, pressing your pelvis up. Circles. Lubricating up your hip sockets, shifting your weight, warming up your back, getting your hamstrings working, back of the body working. So extensors of the back working as we push up. And change direction. So what we've done is a lot of mobilization, some massage with mobilization, and now we're getting the muscles working a little bit more. So once the muscles start working more, their blood flow is coming into the area more. And you don't really want to do any big stretching until you've got really good blood flow going on in there. Like that's one reason why stretching first isn't the best thing. You want to do tissue prep, get the blood flowing, do movement, and then get into more stretching later. All right, so having said that, let's use a block today. I haven't done this in a while. The block is hiding. It's hidden from the white kitty who likes to attack it. And you can see, oops, my camera has just crapped out. There we go. Amazing. You can see the damage from the kitty. What is it with like yoga blocks and mats that the cats love so much to scratch and attack? Let's stick it in between your knees this way, like that. And pelvis up. We're going to just rock back and forth. Little rock with our feet fairly close. So my lower leg is almost perpendicular to the floor. And then from here, we're going to keep that squeeze and just reach a leg out and lower down. Reach out and lower down. So without dropping the block, out and in, out and in. Try to keep your pelvis high. So pelvis is directly between your shoulders and your knees. Reach and lower, reach and lower, reach and lower, reach and lower. Take it down, roll it down through your spine to the floor. Feel your feet. Are they parallel? Are they the same distance apart as your knees? Let's leave the block there. We're going to inhale, arms up over your head, pelvis up, and exhale, lower down. Just really simple, unfolding, pressing up, and folding, bringing it down. Unfold, push the floor away, work your back, exhale. Allow this to massage through your shoulders as well. So as your arms are going up and down, upper traps are getting some movement and some massage. Let's go up and stay. Lower your pelvis, leave your arms over your head. Deep breath in and then exhale, push pelvis up and arms go down. Inhale, arms float over your head, lower your butt. Exhale, push through the ceiling. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, press it up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up and stay. Tippy toes. You might need to walk your feet in a little bit here. Pulsing up. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Lower your heels, roll it all the way down. Take your block out. Now your hamstrings should be pretty warm. Shake it, shake it, shake it. happy baby. Bend and straighten your knees, wiggle around, free flow your happy baby. Relax your neck, relax your jaw, relax your tongue. Then open your feet out to the side, circles with your feet, and change direction, reaching out through your legs. And fold it in. Let's grab the block again. A little more almost Pilates. Take your block, stick it down on your pubic bone, squeeze your legs together. This block is a little small. Like it's better to have one that's one of those little fatter blocks, but oh well, this is what we got. Touch it down to the floor, arms up over your head on the exhale. We're going to come up to 90 degrees and we're going to do a shh, like a be quiet, a strong, loud be quiet in the library as our legs lower down. So deep breath in. On the exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, deep breath. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Feel a bit of flex and point through that going down if your feet are spending too much time being pointed. Deep breath, exhale, inhale, two more. Exhale, inhale, last one. Exhale, and take your block out. And just knee drop for a second. Let your legs soften and melt. So really relaxed and easy, lower back massaging out, inner thighs, relax two individual legs moving easily. So you're not moving the lower body as a unit, you're opening and closing. And then turn your head from side to side, relax your neck and jaw, free up your whole head tail connection. So wiggle your spine, free flow your body, let it go. And then you're going to grab your weights. If you have weights, if you don't have weights, no worries. Grab a book or something kind of heavy, some cans, but I'm just going to use 2-3 pound weights and hold them together in my hands. I'm going to knock my knees together. My feet are open wide and turned in. So pigeon toed and knock knees, circling around with the weights. Inhaling open, exhaling as I come up. Deep breath. Inhale, open. Exhale. Open it up. And change direction other way. Exhale up. Inhale down. Let this massage out your shoulders. Diaphragm moving. Couple more times. And come in. Let's do a spiral from here. If you're ready for spiraling, big spirals. If not, go just roll from side to side. So I'm going to take my feet up off the floor, knees into my chest, spiraling from side to side. Big twist. Pushing the floor away with my arms. If you want to make it harder, try straightening your legs. You can also make this less of a twist by turning your head in the same direction as your legs. But if you want to go for a fuller twist, turn your head away from your legs. And release it, bring it in. For my body, that exercise is one of the most important ones. Also, that side in a cross-legged position that we did early on, that really helps my hips and lower back. This one helps adjust and keep my back healthy. So we all have different things that we're working on. Like every body is different, and even every day is different in your body. So you want to really take stock of what's going on at any given time. And if something is painful, if something's hurting, maybe don't push that edge all the time. Like go easy with that. It's a fine line between doing recuperative movement that's going to help and movement that's then too much. And it's really that you need to start learning the difference of, is that too much or is that not? And it might not be learning that happens in the moment. You have to sort of pay attention to what happens later. How did I feel later? Let's take legs up to the ceiling, but we're not really trained to think about our bodies in that way in our culture. But so much healing can come in the way that we treat our bodies, like how we sleep, how we eat, how we move. Let's cross it over and inhale up. Exhale. We have much more control than the pharmaceutical industry would like you to believe. We're in the medical industry. Exhale down, inhale up, which doesn't mean that things don't happen. It's like there's a lot of environmental factors beyond our control. Use your breath. Crossing over, contralateral movement, great for your nervous system. Cross body. And relax for a second, come down. Let your weight drop into the floor, shake it out, release any tension that you can let go of, shake out any tension. Like we develop these holding patterns where we learn how to be us. And that can come in from the messaging that we're receiving from our families, from our social structures, from imagery that we see of other people, and from how we feel in our bodies. And sometimes those aren't the most functional things. So when we come down, shake it out, we're just inviting our body to release some stuff that maybe isn't supporting us as being human beings on the planet, our own self. So listen into your body. I'm sure people are going to hear what I just said in very different ways. So it's interesting, like communication isn't just what's being said, it's also what's being received and how it's received. One leg up, one leg out. A little stretch. And switch it to the other side. I am thinking, kind of alternating back and forth between lengthening my bottom leg down and then getting a stretch in this hamstring. Also feeling into my feet, pointed feet. Switch it back and forth. I actually need the hamstring stretch right now. So I'm just taking my time with this. I'm going to return my head to the floor, still working on the hamstring stretch more than the core, like ab work. Going back and forth, take as long as you need to take, breathing into it. Listening into your own body. Yeah, I've switched to a flex foot because that's going to stretch that whole line of fascia through the back of my leg more. And then when you're done, just relax and shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. So the shake out is great to do after stretching, so the tissue goes back to neutral. Also great to do after working, so the tissue goes back to neutral. So we have like a few different ways. Like we can be engaged and tensed up and the muscles are, engaged and there's that tension. Or we can be very relaxed and loosey-goosey, or we can be stretching and opening up. And we want to, there's certain intrinsic muscles that are always kind of in the flow of working, releasing, working, releasing. But we also have muscles that we are choosing to engage or not engage, right? So sometimes we can let go of some of the extra tension that we might be holding that's unnecessary, like in our bellies, in our butts, in our shoulders, in our jaws. There's just, or even in our hands, right? Those can hold a lot of tension. So just give yourself a shake out, release whatever is releasable, let it go. And let's roll back and forth, rolling through your spine. If it feels good, take it to a plow. If rolling hurts, go side side instead. You could also come up to standing with this. Although I'm just going to keep it easy. And then flip around, coming onto your hands and your knees. Let's just do a walk forward to the edge of your mat and then a walk back, or also known as a crawl on all fours. The crawling is a resource. If you broke your ankle, you could crawl, right? We want to find different ways of moving, and it's also a great contralateral pattern. Okay, let's take it in, open the hands wider than your mat, chest to the floor and up. And change direction. And then come in. Let's go over the back of the hands. And you're just going to make little monkey fists, closing it in. And I'm going to curl into that. And I'm going to arch. And again, curling and arching. And I'm going to take it down to all fours, elbows and knees, and rotate my arms open and closed, pushing into my forearm. So this is like massaging out the tissue in my forearm. And then I'm going to come back up and curl my toes under, take it into a downward dog, bending one knee and then the other, stretching through my calf and Achilles. And then heels high, scoop your belly in, round your spine, roll it forward into a plank, find your plank, drop your head, push, roll it up to the ceiling, lower your heels. Heels high, scoop, round, roll it forward, find your plank, drop your head, push up to the ceiling, lower your heels. Heels high, scoop, roll it forward, find your plank, drop your head, roll it up, lower your heels. Last one, heels high, scoop it in, roll it forward. 10 counts to lower down. Take your time. Try to use the full 10 counts. Going 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming in for a crash landing. Bend your knees, roll across your quads, dropping your legs from side to side. Releasing your back, relax your feet. And massage out the front of your body, front of your pelvis, front of your quads. And then we're going to do opposite arm to leg, but we're going to be a little bit more specific today. You're going to take a deep breath in. On the exhale, you're going to imagine from your center, like somewhere around your navel, radiating out into the opposite arm to leg, reaching up. And then release it down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale in, exhale, radiate out, come up. Inhale and exhale, bring it down. Inhale, find your center, exhale, radiate out and away. Inhale, and then exhale, come down. Inhale, fill up your back. Exhale, reach out and up. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, exhale, radiate out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. One more time each side. Inhale. Exhale, reach it out. Inhale, lift higher. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, radiate away from center and lift. And inhale, lift higher. And exhale, lower it down. Head on your hands, curl your toes under. Relax your knees into the floor and push up and down. Sending a ripple of movement up and down through your body. Softening inside of that. So it's like you're rocking your tissue. You're just agitating the inner, the cellular, I don't know, the extracellular matrix, the cells, giving them a little jiggle and shake, letting them reshape and reform in the healthiest possible way. And then coming out and up, we'll do regular Pilates swimming with a pumping breath. So it's a big sniff through your nose and a strong exhale out your mouth. Off we go. Lift the whole thing up, radiate away from center, float it around. And then take your hands next to your chest, open all the way up, and release it back down. Inhaling up and exhaling down. A few more times. If you want to bend your knees at the top, go for it. Last one. And take it back. And wiggle from side to side. Tops of the feet to the floor or not, either way. And then come in and roll it. I feel like I've just been in my own little world in exercise with Laura class. Like, hello, everybody out there. Let's come on to our sides into, let's come all the way down. Legs, we're going to go for big kicks. We're not going to do the little ones. We're going to go big, up and down, flex up, point down, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Legs in front of you, Pilates pike, hand down, really reach away from your legs. So we're going to go big contralateral movement, one arm forward with the opposite leg. So crossing over, getting this spiral in our body. I'm inhaling as I kick back, exhaling forward. It could be different. As I say that, it changes. And then just take your leg into a quad stretch, kick back into that. And release. That's all we're going to do. We're going to roll it over to the other side or roll it around. Same thing on the other side. Starting with big kicks. Up behind your shoulder, flex and point for 10. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bottom hand down, forward and backward, letting this really move through your body. Opposite arm to leg, forward and back. If bottom leg can come forward. So this is the opposite arm to leg part. It's really the top half of your body doing all the work. Organs moving. Whole core moving. Like we could think of core support as being like the health of your gastrointestinal system, along with the breath and blood flow, right? That's all part of the stuff in your torso. That's all the stuff supporting your life. So it's not just your muscles squeezing in, it's also the activity and fluidity and movement in your torso. Grab on, take it back. At least that's the way I think about it. Other people can be different. So I'm kind of going back and forth between kicking back and then just quad stretching, heel to butt. Last one. And release. Let's come onto our backs. Just relax for a second. Take a couple of deep breaths in. Sometimes the work of letting go of things or clearing out the house or letting go of tension is better than getting more stuff, right? Like more stuff in your house, more stuff in your body, more tensions. Letting go, giving yourself a chance to let go of some of the stuff, processing what needs to be processed in your body, and not just adding more like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this, but letting go, like, oh, I really don't have to do anything. I can just lay here. I can just let my body do some of the stuff. So with that in mind, as with as little effort possible, let's just roll really gently from side to side. So it's like you're pouring your body onto one side and then slowly smearing it across to the other side. Pouring, releasing, letting the water in your body renegotiate the internal spaces for your optimal health and comfort. Shifting from side to side, inviting any extra tension in your neck or shoulders to melt, any tension in your lower back to soften and release, just taking your time. This thing of just rolling on the floor is like one of the best back releases that I know of, especially for shoulder tension, neck tension, but also lower back tension. So if I go out for a walk in the morning, like I still need to stretch after that. Like I need to release and roll around and melt around so that I'm not just formulating my body into one way of doing things, right? I need a lot of diversity of possibility in my body. And so just rolling across the floor invites tension to melt away, tissues to rehydrate, renegotiate the space, and also this great massage for your back, as little effort as possible. A lot of times it's like what we do in our bodies is kind of driving the car with the brakes on, right? We've got too much tension. But if we let it go, there can be more fluidity, more ease, especially as we get older. Many people are just packing on more and more tension patterns as they age. We got to really work to letting go of some of that. That's ironic, right? Work to let go. So let's not work to let go. Let's just soften and melt and let go. It's like instead of the clasped fist, we're just letting it open. Not any big effort. All right. Let's take the legs out in front of us, coming up onto your butt. Gentle forward folds. You can bend your knees here if you want to. A little bit of movement inside your body. And then coming up, let's cross one leg over the other, ankle over your knee, take it down there, breathe into it. And then switch it to the other side. And then come up, slide your feet underneath you, take your tail up to the ceiling. Let your head hang down and shift your weight forwards and backwards here. So shifting onto the ball of your foot and then shifting back onto your heels. You can take as much time as you want with that. Let your head hang, let everything soften and melt. And then bend your knees and slowly roll it up, coming all the way up to the top. Oh, I'm having these issues with my, is it gonna come back on? No, there we go. I don't know if it's the fault of the camera or the adapter that I had to get because I got the computer in the years where they have that little, they don't have the regular USB port. Thank you, Apple. Thank you so much. But one of those doesn't like to be moved at all. Inhale, open, and exhale, let it go. And thank you, Susan, for helping me get this computer. And exhale, let it go. If you made it through, bravo. Excellent. There is a person out there. Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, do all the things because I am still not a professional channel or whatever. It's so funny. That's okay. It's exercise with Laura.